I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, people? How you doing? It is a great day, and I'm so very excited to be here. I also want to welcome you to Golden Rule Media Entertainment. We are going to have an amazing time today. You don't want to miss this interview. Don't go anywhere. It's all about music today. Welcome back to the show. Okay, so we have an amazing show for you today. You know, I'm all about music today. It is Music Day. I'm so very excited to have International DJ Finesse on the show today. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Yaya. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you for being on the show. It wouldn't be a show without you.
Thank you very much. Team us. We'll do it together.
Hey. So
Yeah.
tell us about your journey.
Wow. My journey is starts in the 70s, 7 years old. Um, I'm a little fortunate because like I'm a son of Sugar Hill Records. I come from Ed Duke Booty Fletcher. For those of you that don't know his name, you can look him up. He's the ghostwriter and the voice of the message record for Grandmaster Flash and Infurious 5 featuring Melly Mel. So coming from New Jersey, where I come from in the Elizabeth area, Duke Booty is also from Elizabeth. And I was blessed to be talented enough to catch his eye. His mom actually was my third grade school teacher. And everything else climbed from there. It was just like it was destined to be what I am today. So I'm a part of the Zulu Nation affiliated. And that's Hip Hop Foundation, as we know it in America. And everything else was just being a great student and paying attention and learning. And here I am.
You know, the journey is amazing. You know, being a part of Zoodle Nation, though, that to me, that's like, what? Because I remember, okay, so I'm not that young, even though I kind of look young. I'm still
You
not that
sure
young.
do. You sure
I
do.
I am not young. I have grandchildren, three of them to be exact. So back
I
in the
have four.
80s,
I
yeah,
have four.
uh-oh, you got one up on me. They don't want to have no more. But being back in the 80s, breakdancing on the corners in New York City, in the Bronx, going to school, listening to Grandmaster Flash and all the, all of the big, Zulu Nation and all of the ones that came after, to me, that's just iconic. And I loved that being a part of the first. What is that like for you being a part of the first? And did you even realize that you were like a historical figure in history doing the first thing ever?
I want to say yes. I always seen the vision that there was a much greater purpose, even young and early, because of the popularity explosion that happened when the hip hop culture touched down. And it was like no other. And before that, the disco and the funk era, you know, it was different. We went from on an Easter Sunday wearing a suit, getting ready for church, to a transition and happening. And then Easter Sunday turned into Lee suits and valleys and Kangol and gazelles and things of that nature. And then, like Kaz said, we didn't invent, but we reinvented just a small part of the songs that we had in disco and funk. Maybe about four to eight bars of it. And the name of the game was for the DJ to keep it going because we didn't have sampling back then. We were
Mm,
the sample DJ, but
yeah.
it's about keeping that break beat moving enough to get the crowd rolling and everybody get on the dance floor and everybody has some fun, and growing up 7 years old, first time seeing scratch in the 70s, uh, it came natural. I just seen what they were doing. And I understood the rhythm of the hand and break it, break it, break it, break it, break it. And the next thing you know, this little kid know how to do it for real. And the timing, break it, good times. And you're like, whoa. And then everybody that saw me say, whoa. Specifically the ones that really brought hip hop before Duke Booty. Now we're talking
Mhm.
Duke Booty brought hip hop when records started to come forth. But prior to that, we had like the Crash Crews and the Treacherous Threes and um the Cold Crush Brothers and the
Yeah.
Force MCs before they
Force
were called the Force
yeah.
MDs. See, a lot of
Yes.
people know the Force MDs. No, there was a hip hop crew first with DJ Dr. Rock out of Staten Island. And where I'm from in Elizabeth is right across maybe 15 minutes from Staten Island,
Wow.
right over the Gospel Bridge. So early in that phase of life, it was like the Jacksons on your block, you know, with this whole new trend of everything moving and totally different. And why, how I felt, not just, I didn't know, but I felt that it was going to be something really special because of the reaction of everything around it. Everybody was like, whoa, what's that?
Mm-hmm.
Changed life as we know it.
Yes,
And I
it did.
said, yeah, we on to something special right here. And
Mm.
even when they said it's going to be a fad, I
Mm.
beg to differ because along with the guys from New York that brought hip hop to the state of New Jersey, where I'm from in the 70s, I got an opportunity to see how it went from one area to the next town, to the next town, to the next town. Totally different. That block party that happened back in the 70s was like no other because then you can come into the community and it wasn't about competing with the community, but it was about bringing something to the community and everybody bring their grills out. And if you're from the projects like me, you know, everybody got their grills out. It's summertime, everybody partying and everybody having a good time. It
Oh, and the
wasn't no,
hydrants are open.
the hydrants are open, the kids like myself playing and the adults happy that the good music is
Yes.
playing and everybody had a great time.
Yeah, they
So
don't
it
have
was
that anymore.
inevitable. Yeah, well, we got to recreate that. That's a part of my journey as we go further into this interview. I remember what it felt like and how to do it, and I can do it again, I believe.
I remember that. I totally remember those days. Hydrants were open, kids were running in the hydrants. I remember the cans you used to open the front and the back part of the can so you could put it on the hydrant and kind of
Yeah,
oh
it's
my
amazing.
gosh. I mean, I remember all of that and the music and just the food. The food.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
food. Oh, the music and the food, it was just amazing. It was a great time. And it,
yeah,
parents sitting in the chairs, in the lounge chair, just kind of sitting there watching the kids go crazy. And the
yeah.
ice cream.
Wow, the ice cream truck coming touched them.
Yep, the ice cream truck would come.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do remember all of that. That's just, oh wow. Wow.
Awesome,
To
awesome.
recreate that. Why do you want to recreate that though? What is the purpose?
It's very needed. Hip hop, of course, the MC is flowing and rapping, but today's what they call quote unquote rap, then trap, then drill, and all of these things. Well, we taught self-production. Today is being taught self-destruction. So to bring the field back to the peace, unity, and love that the mission was founded on. This was about unity. This was
Mhm.
about people coming together, no matter what nationality you are or religion. The way you prayed to God was your business. You know, that was one of the reasons that really grabbed me to become a part of the Universal Zulu Nation because I met people from all over the world. Some people didn't even speak English, but they understood the rhythm.
Yeah,
And it was all came together under one umbrella of peace, unity, love, and having fun.
I
So
love
today that's missing. And the OGs today, and let me clear this up also while I'm there. Ahk stands for brother, AHK, or short for my last Islamic name, Akbar. OG, most people will say original gangster, but nah, I'm no gangster, but I am an official general. So the generals, the leaders in the community, a lot of them fell out because of maybe prison, hardships and or drugs, drug abuses and overdoses, or just straight up, just a swarm of poverty, hitting hardship. And today, specifically today, these kids already, hip hop was already here when they was alive and was
yeah.
born. So they don't understand. In order to know where you're going, you got to know where you come from to even understand who you are right now today. And when you don't have the proper leaders, and from me outside looking in and looking at a solution, pioneers and legends like me, I'm the great such and such, shit show. Well, then these young guys were saying, okay, great legendary such and such. I'm little such and such, and I got more money than you, great such and such, legendary. And now it's a power struggle of who approach who should be this, that. And that's the Willie Lynch, that's the Willie Lynch syndrome. Dividing and conquering the old from the young and the light from the dark. Here we go again. So it got to be a pioneer legend that can say, okay, how do we bridge the gaps and make this thing a win?
Exactly.
I believe I know the road how to do it. I remember,
I would love
and I
that.
know to do it. Yeah, that's the whole
Wow.
really reason for this interview and why I took it.
I hear you.
Let's share it. Yeah.
Definitely. When did you know you were the bridge?
All my life. All my life. Um, Coming from the projects in Elizabeth, New Jersey and Newark, New Jersey area, I come from a family of where my dad was more so streets, and Muslims were surrounded him, and then my mom, such a peacemaker and nourisher, and then you come through all of the hardship. Now I'm talking about such as ours. I probably we could say our. Speaking of you and I, remembering before AIDS hit, wasn't no such thing as AIDS.
Yeah.
Crack didn't happen yet.
Yeah.
To see the devastation out of the culture and the community, and the hype of uh, the instant gratification that came with it on both sides of the fence. Whereas though the high of the instant gratification to escape your personal reality of the struggle it's like an escape like drinking. More than the euphoria and the hype of being that dealer, that money is different than everything you ever seen in any 9 to 5 or anything. With $3.35 for an hour back then was the minimum wage salary. So understanding the struggle, seeing the divide and conquering happening, never taking sides, even if it's my own family. Right is right, wrong is wrong, good is good, and bad is bad. Where's the solution?
Mm-hmm.
And you learn that if you learn how to teach anger management, that the problem is not that you're angry. The problem is what happened that made you angry. So the same thing, I take that same element with what's going on in the streets and in hip hop. What's the problem? Okay, this is what's going on. What's the solution?
Mm.
How do
We
we win-win?
Yeah, we do need those. I've been longing to go to a block party like that many, many years. And also to show the new generation that they can put their phones down. It's not a hard thing. I didn't grow up with no phone, and I know you didn't either. When we were gone, we were
No,
like, okay, call me when you get to your friend's house. I
yeah,
mean, literally that was, and the lights. The lights for me, when the sun hits the lights of the treetops, you better be in front of the building. I remember
that's right.
that. I mean,
That's right.
we need to teach this generation that they don't have to do this all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
You
I
know,
totally agree. That's the part
yeah.
right there. That's
We
the
have
part right there.
we have a lot of children that are diabetic. They have issues with their metabolism and all kinds of different things just because they don't go anywhere.
Yeah,
They don't go anywhere. They don't have
yeah.
fun. They don't play in the water. They don't drink the hose water.
Mhm.
you know, I mean, but also the music. You said you wanted to bring back that music that was joyous, that was happy, that music that is a credible, credible music that actually brings and unites people and not disassembles things. How is
Yeah,
that going to happen for you? And have you already begun that?
yeah. It's being involved, being a young parent. I had 2 children when I was 15 years old. So I got an opportunity to grow up with these young people that we see today. And it could be done right now today. It's just all a part of the lyrics that you write. Even though it's like this, I'm in Atlanta right now. Bounce, bounce. But what are you saying to the bounce, bounce? That could make or break the whole situation. You could
Yeah.
bounce, 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 I'll kill, sell drugs, get high, or you could say, hey, beautiful queen, you could be all you could be, young man, grow, go to college. Everybody,
Still bouncing.
the marketing dollar is not on the self-production though. The marketing dollar is on the self-destruction
I
because
know.
the marketing dollar and the people who control the marketing dollars are also private owners of prisons and hardship. When it's hardship is big business.
It did. I
It's
know.
like a doctor. The doctor's not, you can't go to the doctor and he's going to cure you. How you
Mm-hmm.
going to make money tomorrow? You got to keep
Exactly.
you coming back, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Same thing.
Same thing. Wow. I always said that, the best thing that we can do is to tell people and then have people change their minds. The actual marketing dollar is in the hands of the consumer. And
Okay.
literally they need to begin to switch over and come to this side.
How did it get in the hands of the consumer? Let's go there.
The
Who
money.
sold who sold the rights into the wrong hands? Legendary such and such is with an S at the end because we owned it, but we got the instant gratification dollar. And now how many, okay, legendary such and such, let's talk too, because I'm on both of them. I'm on the old school, the true school, and the new school. Because legendary such and such, yes, yes, y'all. How many warehouses that you created with that money that you got out of those record companies and record deals and selling these record deals and all of the things we had? All the thousands and some millions of some of you, how many warehouses do you have in a city near you that you could create hundreds of jobs or have created hundreds of jobs? Give me one. Selfish. Kept all the money, just like selling drugs. Kept all the money to your legendary self. So you can't point no finger at these kids, these young people who are being misguided. Because who sold it to the people that's misguided? Legendary such and such.
And, I can't say anything about it because, as a consumer, a lot of times consumers don't realize that they're being guided into the wrong area, that they're being pushed, that they're being bought.
Instant gratification.
Yeah.
And some people fronting. I got the Lincoln Continental, and you cut the bus, man. But when that Lincoln Continental showed up, you sold the whole hood.
Mm.
Money in the wrong hands is seriously dangerous, Sister Yaya,
I know.
because if you don't know how to invest or never been nurtured to understand what to do with the opportunities for real, it'll slip through your hands. And then how many
Yeah.
legendary such and such working a 9 to 5 or laying on the street homeless or still yes, showing and ain't got nothing to do nothing with. People looked up to her and now,
I can't say that that's not, I can't say that that's my story. My story is a very positive one. I've always been a very positive person. So I can't really relate to a person that's taking away from their community, but I can relate to people making promises that they never keep.
like a politician, right?
Yes.
At what point do we hold them accountable?
To me, I've already done that at every point.
We have to, all of them.
Yes.
It's not about their fame. See, here's where the brainwashing, um, sorcery happens, where because they're on television or on the radio all day long, in the glitter and the glamour and the gold, that's the person to listen to. But that's where the destruction happens. Because what did they do to get that glitter, glamour, and gold?
Mm-hmm.
You know, how many
Yeah.
sacrifices happened for them to get that? It's like a drug dealer. In the beginning, you're a drug dealer making all the money, but when you sit back and you get some prison time and really look back at that, how many lives you destroyed because you wanted all the money?
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm the only Bentley in the hood. It's corny when you look at it, right, Sister Yaya? How
But we
about
drive a
being
Bentley in the hood, though.
exactly?
I mean,
Why
because
not have a
it's
whole
gonna get
bunch of
stolen.
Bentleys
The first
lined
thing
up?
that's gonna happen is the car is gonna go and you're gonna be up on bricks. Hello.
How long did that Bentley last and that check last if you didn't properly invest it, you
Yeah,
know,
that's not gonna
to do
last.
some real stuff, not just for
Exactly.
yourself and your family, but for your community.
Right. Yeah,
So here's
definitely.
where my solutions lie with being able to bring some type of healing,
Please.
you know, it's
What
all
should
right.
we do? What can we do to be an assistant to you so that this can happen faster?
Unify. Let's come together. Win-win. I don't want to win and you lose, and I don't want you to win and I lose. But what's fair? What's fair? What role did you play? What percentage can we agree that the role that you played is worth that much? Is it fair? Okay, let's move. It's like, watch this. You have meat, Sister Yaya.
Mhm.
Well, I have vegetables, Sister Yaya. Okay, let's find that person that's peaceful that have some rice. And then let's go find someone who have some bread, some cornbread. And somebody else may have some juice or some water, you know, and someone else, may even have some dessert. Can we bring them together and make a meal? Or are we gonna all eat what we have and that's it and be selfish forever?
Yeah, no, I want some vegetables and rice, and I would love some cornbread right now with a little bit of water.
Absolutely.
Maybe and maybe even a piece of cake later.
That's the name of the game. That's the
Exactly.
name of the game.
Yeah.
Can we all get along? I don't care if you're white, black, Chinese, Muslim, Christian, Catholic, right? Do the right thing because it's the right thing to do, even when nobody's looking. How about that? Let's start right there.
Yes, let's do that. Wow. Wow.
And then
That
how do we
wow.
win? How can I bless you? How can you bless me? How can we bless others?
Mhm.
Sound like a plan?
Sounds like a wonderful plan to me.
Old school, new school, true school. How do
Yeah.
we win-win? You can't have it all, old school. New school, yeah, I can't have it all. Can you share something?
Mhm.
Who's going to inherit it if you guys are dying so fast that you can't even make children? You're living fast like Rick Ross, the rapper, Ricky Rose. I'm not going to call you Rick Ross. And I'm not a hater either. Salute everybody that's winning. I'm your number one fan. But at what point when you make records to say live fast and die young, and now you done predicted the future because kids are killing kids and living fast and dying young, you know, at
Terrible.
what point do we, where's the sacrifice going to end?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Which are meanings.
that's that.
Words mean things, and they when they
Words
go
are spells. That's why they call it spelling.
that once they go out, you cannot cancel that. You can't take that back. That's gonna go out there. That's gonna do something. Gotta be
Yeah,
careful.
yeah,
Gotta be careful.
exactly, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Watch what you say because you'll attract it. You know, world peace or fuck the world. Can I curse?
You did.
I watch this right here. When I speak from here, my head, my mind, that's surface stuff. That's like Grey Poupon, proper etiquette. But sometimes I come from my heart because I really mean what I'm saying. My targets are pure. My backyard is clean. Um, Heck yeah, I've been through some hardship. I shouldn't curse anymore though. This is a PG show, or can I be? Can I? If it happens, it happens. Okay,
It
watch
is
them.
what it is. You coming from the heart, from this
Yeah,
show is all about being, being positive, being real. If that's what happens, then hey.
I was told from some of my investors that they dissected me, Sister Yaya, because they said people that speak like me, it's like con artists. But then as they dissect and say, nah, you could talk like that for real, but you're telling the truth. Whoa, but how many more? Like, wow, my references can back up the stuff that I talk about. I
Mhm.
seen one other human being like me, Muhammad Ali. Like if he say he gonna knock you out in the seventh round, he studied you. He gonna knock you out in the seventh round.
There you go.
Well, the same with just my experiences and my resources and things of that nature. my mission and all of that is pure. It's real. You could give me rope. I'm not gonna hang myself. If somebody said I hung myself, that's the person that probably killed me.
Mm.
Start right there.
Wow.
You know, and it's just about at this stage of my life with okay, Kaishan is a corporate businessman. The International DJ Finesse is a hip hop legend, where the Ahk OG is a street and a prison legend also. So now it depends on where I need to be at, with which uh level of energy that I bring to the people is what it is. But all of it works for me because um it has a story, a genuine story to tell.
Yeah.
You know, and I like to say I mastered my angels and my demons.
I like to think so.
You got to, because go out when this interview is over and pull the negative off your car battery and still try to crank it up.
You can't.
But to understand the balance, this world is balance.
And some
Timing.
people don't have that.
You gotta learn how to develop it.
What do you suggest? How do you begin to do that, to balance your negative and your positive?
First, to thine own self be true. Looking at mirror, genuine about your rights and your wrongs, and really be genuine about a solution and not greed, selfish, and envy. You know, you can't be that way, you know, when you want to bring change amongst the people. And that's what makes me the bridge. I don't care if it's my own children. If it's me, Sister Yaya, if I do something wrong to you or that you didn't like, I didn't mean to do it. And if I did it, let me know so I know what not to do. But then if I do it again, I meant to do it. You already told me don't do that. That's that's red light, man. Don't do that no
Yeah.
more. And then I
Yeah.
could be a man about it and apologize and never do it again.
That's right.
Or want to do it again because I want to do something to harm you or get over, you know, but I'm about win-win.
I got you. I got
Win-win is everything. That's what's missing in the world.
Wow. Wow. Well, oh, this is amazing because I've always talked about this. I've always wanted to do this. Talk to you, to someone who wants to bring that back, who's doing the music and moving forward in their communities, in their music, in their profession, to literally bring that positivity through. And that's what you're doing. Thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you for having me. It's inevitable and it's what we call destiny, not coincidence. We didn't even, and I'll say this live on performance, we didn't prep or have a conversation prior to this right now going live, but for maybe 3 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And when
And
it's
I
real
told you
and
not to
God
tell
takes
me
over and
nothing.
God is in the grind involved,
That's right.
bam,
And I
everything else
told you,
riding go smooth.
I said, don't tell me anything. I like to be surprised. I did say that. So, all right.
Okay.
So you have your Instagram, the International DJ Finesse, also
Mm-hmm.
SoundCloud, which is linked on your bio on your Instagram. And then you have your Facebook. We're going to put all that information in the description box below. So it'll be easy for you guys to go ahead and go there. Please, I tell
Please.
everyone this: like, subscribe, comment to this guest's Facebook page, their Instagram, go to SoundCloud, listen to the music. Do you have any new music coming out or anything you just dropped?
I have a whole team. I was talking to Michael about this. He was telling me, no, that's not an interview about your whole team. And I was saying, no, let me speak about the team though, because it's again exactly what I'm doing. We're NJ Threat from Newark, New Jersey. Peace Cut is from Minnesota. Well, City Boy P from Houston. And then you have Frequency that's in Las Vegas. He's back and forth from Las Vegas to Virginia. And it's about connecting the dots. I never joined a gang because I can influence every one of them. But if I choose one, then I'm pro, and then the others have the right to lift their eyebrows up. Like, whoa, I got to cater to that. But It's all one mission, even the music that I'm doing. None of my artists, let me say that also, these guys are all bosses and have their own movement. And my thing is to merge dots and connect dots to create opportunities for people to be able to create opportunities for more people. So again, besides myself, and I do it, I don't let the elite say that is there is an age barrier in hip hop, because that's like telling the guy who created the Ford car that you can't create them no more. Tesla's around. But if you get caught up in the hype, you know, that'll happen. But my thing is exactly what I do. I'm connecting the dots, connecting artists, different sounds, different cultures, different ways of life. And we all have one thing in common: the sound, the rhythm of the groove, the culture, the lifestyle. And that's showing the world that it can be done. I don't care if you're from the East Coast and the West Coast. I believe Tupac and Biggie Smalls' greatest issue was that they didn't come together.
I think so.
Martin Luther
I agree. They
King,
would have been
Malcolm
amazing
X.
together.
Can you imagine what the country
Oh,
would have been like if Martin Luther King and Malcolm X would have came together?
oh my gosh. Oh
No,
wow.
my way, which the Christians. No, my way, we the Muslims. No, my way, this the West Coast. No, my way, this the East Coast. And somewhere in the middle was the truth. How about our way? We, us, our, not me, my, I. Selfish
Yeah.
shit.
People suffer for that. We suffer for that.
That's why I believe we're in the situation that we are in today as a people.
Mm.
You know, some type of war or battle took place centuries ago. And I know with war, whoever the casualties are that survive end up, in captivity, POWs, and treated slaves and things of that nature. But then there's another sector of education and resource where it says that, black people sold black people,
I
and
heard
then I
that
look at the
too.
movie, Roots. Salute to Alex Haley and LeVar Burton and those guys. But I seen LeVar Burton's character, Kunta Kinte, outrun the slave threat. It was one of his own brothers that tracked him down and caught him.
Yep.
Sound familiar today? Sounds familiar today?
Oh yeah.
Been here. Just a new wave and a new form of ways of doing it,
Yep.
you know? And
Believe me.
the Klansmen can take their masks off now. We're doing it to each other.
That's crazy. Just I would say this, but I'm not gonna say it on camera. And actually I'm gonna kind of erase this. But literally speaking, the only reason that I have not pursued anything was because, oh, you can sign the contract and you'll be our artist and you can sing. You're amazing. You're a great singer, but um you're gonna have to do a little something for me. A little something for you.
The
What?
casting couch thing, casting couch.
I was like, I will never be anything near a star if I
Do me
have
a
to do
favor.
that.
Do us
That
a
ain't
favor.
happening. That ain't happening
Do
ever.
do do America a favor. Don't edit that.
Ugh,
You know
it's
why?
terrible.
Because the truth is like the coronavirus, and people don't want it, but they need to hear it. It's
It's
like that
terrible.
food. It's like the food that you eat that's not good for you, but it's best for you. It don't taste good, brother. I'm sorry. It don't taste good, but it's great for you. And that's what you want to do.
Oh
You want
yeah.
to go that
I'll
way.
leave it. I swear I'll leave it. I won't take it out. But that was the offer, and it was more than once. And I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm done with all of y'all. I ain't coming back. And I just did my own thing. You can't accept stuff like that. I have values, you know, and you can't
Yeah.
do that. You can't do that to yourself. You can't. How can you live with yourself knowing that you did this to get ahead? It's not. It's demoralizing.
Was it one of us that did that, that gave you that offer?
One of
A
you,
person of melanin?
yes,
One
more
of
than
a
one.
person of melanin, a colored person.
Yes, yes.
Let me say this too. I'm pro-black. I'm not anti anything else.
I got
Right
you.
is right and wrong is wrong. Good is good and bad. No, I need to say this on record because I don't want anybody to say that he's being biased, he's pro this, don't follow him because he's that. No way. The right is right, wrong is wrong, good is good, bad is bad. You
Mm-hmm.
know? And I look in the mirror first before I start looking outside. What role I play and what can I do better?
Right.
Now everybody look in the mirror and ask themselves, what role did you play in the bullshit and what you could do better?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Everybody hold
Mhm.
themselves accountable first, then come outside.
That's right. To me, that would never happen. It will never happen. Never, ever. I'll go
No,
unknown for the rest of my life if that's the case. I will never
no,
do
you
that.
won't. No, you
I would
won't.
never,
Not
ever.
no, you're not gonna have to do that to become what you're looking to be in the world. But
No.
watch this. We have an internet. We don't have to go through. It's about who you know. Then
Mhm.
what you know take you as far as you can go. But
Right.
we now have satellites where we can push the button. People around the world is going to see this interview.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Sometimes I forget about that because, it's just me and you talking right now. But I love my guests. I love my viewers. I love them because we're having these conversations and it's helping people. It's helping people go through things, helping people to decide to do the right thing and not the wrong thing, helping people to understand that everybody who's made it had a journey. We all have a journey. And it's not like, oh, here, you know what I mean? Even the
hmm
ones that were, grew up in the household of celebrities, we still have to make our own way. There is still some struggle to be had. And that's what I love about it.
well, that's I believe God's will for everything of life. Um, what's your favorite fruit? What you like? Oranges, apples? Name one.
Fruit, I,
A fruit. Orange, apple, peach, grape. What
I
you
like
like?
mulberries.
Marberries. Watch this. A marberry seed, right?
I
Had to be dug. It had to be placed in the dirt, right? And go through all of that dirt, them bugs in there and everything. Once they crack the surface, to crack through the surface of the once all of the struggle and fights in that womb of the mulberry seed had to crack the surface to one day grow through the storms, hurricanes, tornadoes, and everything to one day grow and be that nourishing fruit that you love today. Now, who are we not to think that God is not going to do that to us?
right.
Because the hardship is where the education lies and where the solution lies. It's like when you was a kid and you don't you touch that stove hot and you touch it, now you see. All right, now you know not to touch it and you know how to teach someone else not to touch it. But if they don't believe, because how we are as hard-headed human beings, we want to know. All right, see? So here we are, even with what we're dealing with in the topic of discussion, solutions. We had to go through this hardship.
Yeah.
Hip hop had to go through this spiral for it to be it's like the sun, it's like the universe. It's gonna come around. But when it comes back around, those that are knowledgeable and that paid attention to figuring out a solution, and then it gets better.
Yeah.
If we can survive the evidence, a lot of people don't survive the evidence. A lot of us are dead or doing life in prison or mental health on Ritalin or something because depression kicked in and everything else followed. Gave up, you know?
Yeah. I do know.
So solution. What's the solution to this stuff, Sister Yaya? We see the problems. We've been seeing the problems for decades now. At what point did we figure out a solution and work together for a solution? Do we want to stay like this forever?
It's hard. I'm gonna say it's hard because depending on where you're at and the mentality of your community and what has gone on between the people in that community. Sometimes it can be very easy because community is united, and there are a lot of united communities out there. But then there are the torn ones and the ones that are so diverse that they don't feel like they can even talk to their neighbors because their neighbors don't understand them, or vice versa. So getting out there and understanding each other and then working together to bring those talents together, that's going to be the solution.
The talents. Well, you can speak at your church excuse me, and speak to a few, maybe 100. If you got a bit, if you're blessed to have a big congregation, or you can speak in your community, or we can utilize this internet with music and educate through sound. You know, the same way that a song could be manipulating to um, the destruction, it could be reprogrammed into the production, the self-production, the goodness of what's starting with everything that we survived already. Number one, man, because a lot of people didn't survive what we've been through. Now, the gratitude would survive what we've been through and teaching people, you know what I mean, what's the journey and why not this. And I believe that's why I would like to say the higher power. I don't say him or her. Um, I'm seasoned enough to know that God, Jah, Allah, whatever you, Jehovah, different educational experiences, talking about the same being. Now, how they're discussing the same being, it's like this. Now I'm about to go somewhere. It's like the word Muslim. And people in America don't get that. I don't know why nobody ever thought of this. But God bless me with it. Well, that word means one that submit their will to the higher power. Now, that's the Arabic way of saying that word, right? Now, here's the question that's not being asked. How are you Muslim? How do you submit your will to the highest power? Islamically? Are you Christian? Are you Catholic? Which way do you submit your will? Muslim. All right. Oh God, if it's your will that me and Yaya have a super interview, let thy will be done. That's being Muslim. I just gave the will to God that we have a productive interview. Now, what language do you speak and how do you say it? Anybody else in the world? That's what the word means. But you ask people that question. Oh, no, 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 no. It might be something that we might need, don't, because mom and dad didn't teach us, and grandma and grandpa didn't teach them, and so forth and so on, that it's not right. Because we have a world, and some people in certain places in the world never seen a Quran or a Bible. You telling me they're gonna go to hell? Why? They're good people over there. See? Now bring that whole level of looking at the world and existence into everything that we're doing, including the topic of discussion of hip hop music. You know, if everybody do the right thing because it's the right thing to do when nobody's looking, then it goes around, man. You bake a whole pie, let me get a slice. You can get a slice of mine, and you got, and give somebody else a slice that can bake a pie, and we can get a slice of theirs. You'll get enough. It's gonna go around when you not give a fish sandwich, but you teach people how to fish, and everybody know how to catch a fish. We can all eat and survive together. We can win-win, but who caught the fish should get the bigger portion. He caught the fish, but we all can get a piece of that fish, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of way of looking at even the culture. Um, George Clinton and James Brown them didn't shun us for taking their music and doing something different to us. So who are we to shun these young people taking ours and doing what they do? That's not the right way to go. Huh. Shut the fuck up.
Okay. Yo, I have absolutely
You got
no.
this interview.
No,
You want
yeah,
this interview?
it's fine. It's
You
fine.
got this interview. And I'm
I
talking to
absolutely
everybody, including myself.
I hear you. I hear you. And you're right. I'm laughing because you're right. It's like, okay, so, you know, back in the day, people sampled all kinds of music from Earth, Wind, and Fire, and even, Big Mama Thornton and all the other, these sample all this stuff and you used it and it made you who you are today. A lot of these songs are samples of the older music. So when people sample the music of today, it's like you get so scared you don't want to be sued. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Didn't they use the music from back then to make themselves popular? And now they're suing us for music. Come on. Come
How
on.
about this, sister? How about this, sister Yaya? I want to sample one of your songs, right? Hey, sister Yaya. Hey, I got this song that'll go great with the song that you've done already. How much percentage would you take to allow me to do such a thing? And we both win-win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Well, I
I've
don't want
done
to
that.
do it and take your music and I make all the money. Is that fair?
Right.
Sister Yaya made the production of that track.
Right.
She was the drummer. Give her credit and give her money.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah, I have done that. I've done that. You reach out to them, they're gonna listen. I mean, it's like Whitney Houston and Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton said she didn't even know that Whitney Houston actually re-sang her song. Like she did their song over again, but Dolly Parton got her share, and that song went big,
Exactly.
right? I will always love you.
Exactly.
Did you know that that was
So,
originally Dolly Parton's song?
mhm, I did, but how many people do?
I
A lot of
know.
people will say she redid Whitney Houston song.
No, no, that's the other way around.
Absolutely. But it's
Wow.
about clear communication, clear
Yeah.
comprehension, and understanding,
Yeah, and working
and just
together and
being
networking.
fair.
Yeah.
Be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, I would love to do that song over. What would it take? Both parties be fair.
Yeah.
What would it take for us to get the song done and get the job done, and we can both win-win? I'm
Yeah.
not giving it to you because that's mine. Well, I'm not going to tell you because, and then the devil in the middle of it, and then that's where all the bull crap happens.
Mm-hmm.
Lawsuits and stuff.
Yeah. Mm. Mm.
Clear
Wow.
communication,
Clear.
clear comprehension of the communication, and total understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Then go. And
Yes.
all life's affairs, Sister Yaya.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely. 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 Yes. Yes. Wow. Well, I want to thank you, DJ, for being on the show. DJ Finesse right here, international DJ Finesse right here. And I'm just telling you what
I did that for a reason.
this is beautiful. This is great. I'm, we need to come together. And this is a message that I've always stated. We can work together to make each other better, and then to help our communities and to start whatever we need to start, whatever program we need to start in the community. What about reaching out to the children and actually teaching them in a positive way, instead of these negativity things going around, and in all of these, I'm sorry, these games where they're learning how to shoot, they're learning, they're being desensitized. It's just, to me, yeah, I don't throw my hands up on it, but I'm just upset about it.
Well, I'll say learn how to shoot because you have an enemy. Just know what targets that you're aiming at.
Yeah.
You don't want to I see kids kill each other where I'm from, and then I look and say, well, who's their parents? And then I say, how the hell did that happen? The parents went to school and grew up together. Because we're not uniting. Everybody in a hole, crab in a bucket, and all that kind of stuff. And until we understand win-win, win-win, do the right thing because it's the right thing to do when no one's looking. How do we win-win? World, black, white. I have a deal. I'll close with this. I know we only got a couple of minutes. I
Hmm.
have a deal because when I was in prison, I had an Aryan Brotherhood monkey, and they're not racist. They're just preserving their race. I
Hmm.
said, okay. Hmm. Okay, so that sounds like the sex thing. I'm gonna be bold enough to say this. It's the difference between being arrogant and cocky and being confident and bold about your confidence. The same deal that I have with the Aryan Brotherhoods is the same deal that I have with the LG. I don't know the rest of the letters, respectfully, to that community. It's a sex thing to me. Now I'll go back to the Aryan Brotherhood and I'll give you the edited version because I know we run out of time. Okay, so that's a thing with your white women. Okay, so if a man of color raped one of your white women, come get me. I'm gonna help you get we're gonna get him. We're gonna prosecute him or whatever we have to do. But if your woman over there, what the hell is she doing over there? You guys are preserving your race, right? Keep your ass over there. over there with your race, white woman. Same thing with the LG, rest of the letters. Okay, these guys are not gay. Don't go for nothing. But if one of them over there, what the hell you doing over there if you ain't interested in being part of that shit, man? Don't start no war. Gangs. When I was in prison, I did the same thing. They said I had too much influence on the population. They put me in lockup for that. Well, what was happening was I got a chance to meet all the gang leaders, and I introduced them. They didn't know each other. They said, "Who are you, the imam?" And my response was like the word never heard before. I said, "No, the imam is my student. Now the imam is the head Muslim." I said, "No, the imam is my student." Whoa. And what I was doing was lining up every gang leader. And when I introduced them, they didn't know each other. I said, how the hell y'all know each other? Y'all run the gangs here. Well, this is the leader of the Gangster Disciples. His name is, this is the leader of the Grape Street. This is the Pyru. And before y'all go to war, pull up on me 9 times out of 10. I can diffuse it. And maybe somebody stole something or did something to somebody. And now, hold, that ain't a war. He, out of your crew, robbed him and stole his stuff. Now, get him his stuff back, and y'all crew handle y'all boy and re-educate this guy,
That's
man.
right.
Y'all about to start a war.
Over
Let's
nothing.
do that around the world. Let's do it
Over
around
an
the world.
individual.
Let's do it around the world. Let's start in America. And that's what I'm doing. I'm merging the gangs. I'm affiliated with the Rough Riders, 100,000 deep, if I'm not mistaken. Where the Zulu Nation is 500,000 deep. That's 600,000 deep. I happen to be Islamic, and that's 1 billion deep. So that's 1,600,000. Now, where's my Christians and Catholics and Jamaicans and come on, Chinese people, and let's all form and let's show the whole world we can win-win. Everybody be fair with one another. One nation under view. Is it possible? Let me see. Let's come together. The International DJ Finesse on all platforms. Ahk OG. Kaishan is on Facebook. Legendary DJ Finesse, Kaishan DJ Finesse is your Twitter. Brantley Foundation, Atrium Performing Arts Centers in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm from New Jersey, residing in Atlanta. And hit me up. All of you people, hit me up and let's figure out a win-win solution. I don't know how much time I have left because I left out something super duper important. I got 2 minutes left and then we can wrap up. I'm from Duke Booty. He's the ghostwriter of The Message with Grandmaster Flash on the Furious 5. We're ghosts in this industry. Let us in, you guys. Let us open the doors. And RIP to Duke Booty. Say that. No disrespect to anybody, any legend. Salute. You know, I'm your #1 fans. But at what point do we win-win? Or do you guys, you gonna keep it all and give all of the credit to yourselves and you don't deserve all of the credit, or you gonna eat it all? Can we have, don't have steak, shrimps, lobsters, and give me no damn hot dog. I like steaks and shrimps and lobsters too. Can we win-win? A little piece of steak and a little one shrimp or two. May I? Can we? You can influence and distract 100 people. Elite, may I have one out of 100? May I have one out of every 100 people? May I have one that we can give some self-production to, or you're going to just get them all, send them all in AIDS and prison or death? And what's fear? Thank you, Sister Yaya, for giving me this time. Messing with me is messing with us, we, our. And I don't care if you're black, white, or whatever you are. I don't care if you're Muslim, Christian, or whatever, what gang you in. Don't matter to me. I have that on my team, or I'm affiliated with it. All of you have one thing in common, me. Hold me accountable because I'm going to hold you accountable, and let's do the right thing. God bless you, Sister Yaya, and I really appreciate you for giving me this time and this platform that you're sharing with me. Thank you, Brother Michael and Wise McGriff. Salute for connecting the dots, my brother. You know, and let's do it again sometime. And I look forward to that magazine, Mike. And let's win-win. Let's do it together. Thank you, Sister Yaya.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified the next time that I upload. And don't forget to dare to be different. Until next time, guys.
I dare to be different. I dare to be different. I dare to be